Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There, that's the camera there. Good morning. 45 degrees, sailing, live stream, 45 weekly, live, daily live. Oh my gosh. Have I got my microphone sorted? Yes, I do. There we go. Didn't start with the music this morning, just with this lovely scene of, where is it? I've lost my cameras. That one there. There we go. This is where we are live from Mila Feliz. We got 7.2 knots of apparent wind on the starboard beam, which is strange because the drift is actually coming. So at the top of the mast, we've got it on the starboard beam, but at the base of the bay, we've got it on the port beam, as you can see from the shot. No, I'm just completely broken. Top of the mast is port beam as well. I'm 100% broken. That really confused me, and I was like, this is an interesting scenario. Anyway, what do we got here, Rob? What's wrong with never saw you in a sweatshirt? I'm a bit warm. I thought it was cold. It was cooler, like waking up and stuff. But Kelly's in the water, so no, it's not that cold. And I think the main reason is because we got these new model 45D hoodies with the little toggles here, the thumb loops, and all this sort of stuff. And I really like them. They're a little bit thin, which is good. And now I just wear them to be too warm all the time because I like it. Whoa, that's a bit too close. I don't need that camera. That one. These ones? Pistachio. So yeah, who else is on there? Christian, good morning from Pušišća, Brach. Christian, welcome from Pušišća, Brach. I assume, tell us what conditions you got going on there. As I said, we've got 7 knots from the north. So what have you got? That's awesome. Graham Toes on the stream. Hello, Graham Toes. Welcome everyone. Taves, Graham Taves. Apologies. Thank you, Mahina. But this is, as I say, this is our beautiful, beautiful scene that we've got sitting here right now. And I got up a little bit earlier and I got everything sorted. What's really annoying me though is I have been up, I've done a drone flight, I've got footage of where we are, I've got the card in the computer, and it's not working. It's not reading the card, so I need a different reader. So I was going to show you a really cool scene of where we are right now in Vela, Garška, but it just didn't happen. So anyway, dobro jutro, Graham Taves, dobro jutro, Goran Mirkovic online as well. Dennis Waits. Morning, Nick. Looking a bit choppy this morning. Yeah, crazy choppy. Excellent. All right, let's run the cutscene, then we'll get into this. Maybe in the bag. Wrong camera. That one there. So weather update for today. It is, I've got to read it every time. Yes, I've got to read it, Jack. Wednesday, 15th of October, 8:30, and we are going to look at our weather today. Now, very, very promising in the fact that we have, as you can see, 5.5 knots of wind. We had 10 knots when I started the stream. We had 10 knots of wind when I started the stream. Actually, let's look at the plot to see how much wind we may have had. But how does this work? So, no, wrong one. Oh my gosh, I'm so broken at this. Here we go. Chrome share. There we go. So this is our wind speed and everything we've got on the beer. But let's look at our dashboard to say, right, well, over the, see, I didn't lie. We have had almost, okay, I did lie. 10, almost 10 almost 10 in the last little bit, but we're more sitting right from the east at the moment. Wind from the east as we sit in the bay. Max 10.4. I wasn't lying. I love it. 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 So like bonus. I think we're gonna be all right. I'm still getting my way around my stream deck. That's right. I need to go there. Then that's my camera switcher. I just missed the dinghy coming in, but that's all right. There's my other camera. Okay, so let's look at predict wind and see how this is shaping up for the day. See if anything's changed. Chrome share. Oh my gosh, I'm really out of touch. Good morning, Mr. Frog. Good morning. Oh, we've got 2 other visitors as well. And look at that.
I don't think I was going to bring my own dinghy, did you?
Who would have thought that inflatable tube thing on that boat floated and could bring them to our boat?
With an electric motor?
With an electric motor. Well done on self-transportation this morning. All right.
Reaction of calling the Uber last night.
Wow. See, this is it.
Ubers,
Yeah. No Ubers in Vela, Garška. All right, so we'll get off that internal comment situation that we've got going on here, and we'll get back to this. Just jumping in on the. I've got to get this right. My buttons, it's weird. I'm using my mobile stream deck, which was Jacob's idea, instead of having to carry my other gear, which is great, but I'm not intuitive with it yet, as opposed to just whatever there. Sasha is online as well. Good morning. Looks fresh where you are, wearing a pullover. I know everyone's commenting on the fact that I'm wearing clothes. Dare I say, I've got jeans on. It's not warm. No, it is warm now. I'm not sitting in the sun. Anyway, I'm just talking crap. Christian, thank you for the update. Windy from the north, 15 knots, a little border. All right, so on Pušiš chart on the north side of Brač, they've got a northeast, which is great, 15 knots. I love that. North/east. Thank you, Graham, for the wonderful flotilla wishes. All right, back to the deal, Nick. Chrome share. There we go. I'm on. Okay. So let's see what they've got in store for us today. Those crazy Kiwis that predict wind. Northeast. Nothing. Nothing. Northeast. Not northeast. Okay. All right. I'm feeling it. So let's look at that. So we've got Wednesday, 8 a.m. So yeah, definitely this is really important actually. This is great to have that live weather update from Christian in Pušišća. So Pušišća is right here. Is that Pušišća? Yeah, that's Pušišća right there. And so look at the forecast here. This is not 4 knots gusting 5. Now, basically when you get a northeast forecast coming off Omž, Brač, okay, I always say double it. Minimum, double it. Because that is the drift that's coming off, northeast drift. If I go up here, 7 knots, 5 gusting 7 knots. That's what they're forecasting. Over here at ECMWF, who tends to do border a bit better is good. But even down here, they say that. But he's got 15 knots in there. Double it. I love that. Excellent. But definitely when I'm looking at border, I'm doing ECMWF and GFS combined, and ECMWF seems to be better at predicting border, and GFS seems to be a bit clearer when it comes to the Yugo, to the southeast. So, to the northeast. Oh my God, I'm broken. I got to write this down. I really got to write this down. But you get the point. Don't trust anything. All right, so that's really cool. Thank you, Christian, for that update from in there. Why double it? Thank you, Mahina. Double it because of the high mountains, because of the flow that's going to come from the air falling off the mountain and then hitting the sea and accelerating out. It just creates weather. Everyone says, oh yeah, it's a katabatic wind. Yes, it's the addition of a katabatic wind, but high mountains will do this anyway, even in warmer temperatures. So a katabatic wind is generally something, if you want to generalize a katabatic wind, or if you're answering your exam question in your yacht master or whatever it is, go there. It's not working. Why am I doing it wrong? No, that's worked. Your katabatic wind is where say you've got a high mountain ridge and you've got air just sitting up there and it's cooling, and then it just decides it's going to slip off the mountain, and then it's going to fall down the mountain, and it's going to accelerate when it hits the valley or the sea. It's going to accelerate out again, and you can have these katabatic winds come up in the middle of the night, 40 knots, all right, 20 to 40 knots off high mountains. So, and that could go up to 10 miles offshore. 10 miles offshore. So if you are going down a massive mountain range, like say if you're going down the west coast of New Zealand, South Island, that's Kaikoura, isn't it? I think so anyway. But yeah, massive mountain range down there in the Alps and shit. Then you go offshore if you're going at night, because you could get this slip-off katabatic just attack you at any time of night. So that's really important. All right, back to that forecasty thingy. And so obviously we've got that northeast kicking in for the morning, and then it's going to say, no, we're done, and we're going to try and have the northwest kick up in the afternoon. So basically it's like midday through till 3 o'clock is going to be our sailing today, with a possible change around 6 to 7 p.m. So it's very, very quiet, as we've seen. But let's look at the high level forecast here and say, okay, did you get me a new one? Oh, okay, I'll plug it in and see if it works. High level forecast to see what's going on in and around everywhere else. Little bit angrier than when I looked at it yesterday up north. Okay, these main movements, still that low pressure kicking around Sardinia, Corsica, and then moving across. That's what's going to give us our attempted southeast, but it's going too low. So if you're not following, come back here. This is what I'm looking at, this pressure system here, and I'm watching it track across down here. And I'm going to have a look on the other side. I've just been concentrating on GFS for that moment. It tracks across, but what we usually get is it lifts higher and goes up over Albania, but this is slipping down and disappearing. So that's why we might not get much of the effect of it here. Now I'm going to look at the ECMWF as I roll through there. Yeah, that seems to stall out. It's interesting because on ECMWF they seem to center it over here off the Amalfi Coast, and then it's pressurizing with this other system, but it seems to pause before it dissipates. But whatever it is, both of them say it's going to dissipate, so that's a bit of a bummer. So that's what we got, and we are looking at short distances for us today. So as far as our idea of what we're going to do goes, I'm just going to bring up the live track here. Might need a refresh. There we are. There's our boats all huddled together in a little mess. And we'll be looking at sailing out and around here, and we're going to aim for probably either, I've said this last night, either Bobovišća or Stomorska tonight. Now, probably I'm favoring Stomorska because it's a really cool little town, and if you haven't been there, which neither La Salle or Calypso have been there, nor the Admiral's Passage either, but so that would be new for all of them. Sophia might be breaking off from us today to go and get a sweet sunset anchorage, and is Myra Luned
I'll probably head back to Trollgear.
Is going to kick back to Trollgear to sort out some personal issues. No. I couldn't resist. I could not resist. Good personal issues. Anyway, so here we are. Blue skies, beautiful weather, all that sort of stuff. We're gonna roll out soon. Let's see if I've got this. Let's see if I've got this drone footage for you now. Because Blair's given me a new card reader, and that isn't working either, which tends to tell me that my reader on my computer is probably the dusty issue. Oh, allow. Got it. I know where you're going, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so let's just do a little morning drone flight to share with everyone here. If I just open that and then share that. Oh, no, I should do the file, shouldn't I? Yes, you're right, Nick. You should do the file. Drop it in there. Here we are. So this was the morning drone flight. Sitting here at Vela Garška. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Rob says, enjoy the day. Lovely to follow you in the mornings with my second coffee. Nice, Rob. We are looking forward to May and having you back. So, as I was saying, this is a lovely Vela Garška. This is a great spot to come. Konoba Mareta in the top left corner of the screen there is a fantastic restaurant. They do a grill, which is excellent. Great fish. And fresh fish come in each day, everything like that. And they've got mooring lines, no mooring balls. So you just take a note of this configuration. There is no mooring balls. So we'll be putting out a video soon about how this mooring, like how to approach this mooring situation, and when you've got Marco or someone in the tender helping you out. But it is a really, really good Hvar. Really, really good bay, and it's beautiful, and it's very sheltered from the waves from every direction. And even if it's a blustery southeast, it's good in here. It's windy on the moorings. It's hard to get on them if it's really, really, really windy, but it's a beautiful place. So be careful, says Sasha. Don't push too far from Vela Garška to Bobovišća. It's not a long way, but I want to sail it, Sasha. That's the thing. We keep our distances down so we can enjoy the sailing. That's a really cool shot, actually. Nice shot, Blair.
Well shot, Nick.
Oh, I did that one. Nice shot, Nick. I
I
forgot. I'm just assuming it's Blair's footage. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Very, very nice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That is our weather update for today. I don't know how to stop this. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Press that button. Yes. I learnt. All right. That's it. If you've got any questions about the weather, the sharpen up, flotilla, all that sort of stuff, please drop them in the comments and we'll get to them. If you haven't liked the video already, hit that like button so that some algorithm crap happens and then other people see it. And if you think these weather updates are helpful for anyone that's sailing in Croatia at the moment, or in just general that's coming to Croatia, then send it off to them so they can see it too. Comments from the crew? Beautiful morning from Neil. Solid, 2 words.
Great coffee.
Great coffee. This morning from Myra Learned. I heard the Massey Ferguson started up. Morning, Richard. How are you doing? All right, that's it. I'm out. Bye-bye. That's all right. It's all part of the thing.